Hello, everyone. This is Jasmeet Bhatia from Landmark Immigration, and we have a guest today, very special guest from Canada, and he's Mr. Saurabh from. He's representing Norquest College. So, welcome, Saurabh, to our live session.
Okay, thank you, Jasmith, for inviting me. I'm excited to be here, and share a lot of new information with all the audience.
या थैंक यू फॉर टेकिंग आउट टाइम आई नो अभी इस टाइम बहुत रात है वहाँ पे और फिर भी आपने टाइम निकाला हमारे साथ लाइव होने के लिए सो कहाँ से सर आप सबको पता ही है नॉर्थ कॉलेज कहाँ से है पर फिर भी आप बताएं
Yeah, no, we are located in Edmonton, so हमारा campus जो है वो Edmonton downtown में located है, and that's where our main campus is located. हमारे और भी regional campuses हैं in cities outside of Edmonton, but we will only focus in downtown Edmonton campus because that's where the international students study. We do not have international students in our regional campus. So yeah, we are from Edmonton. I'm joining from Edmonton at midnight, so it's around midnight here in Edmonton. So again, Norquest College is a publicly funded community college. So we are the only public college in Edmonton. There is two universities and a polytechnic in Edmonton. So there are mainly four public institutions here in Edmonton. And Edmonton, is a popular destination because it's a big city. It has a population of more than 1 million, and it's a very affordable destination. So the cost of living of Edmonton is something that always stands out. So वो attract करती है बहुत सारे लोगों को. Not only just international students, a lot of Canadians also move to Edmonton because of affordability. So a very rough estimation, a cost of living in Edmonton is like 50% less than Toronto and Vancouver. Just a comparison. So that's one of the big attraction is the cost of living is very less. It's a big city. यहाँ पे बहुत सारी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज में है, और अल्बर्टा इस
अभी
वक्त
अभी
बूम
मैं
कर
कनाडा में था अभी कनाडा में था तो सो आई मेट फ्यू स्टूडेंट्स सो आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड कि they were getting two, three job offers and there is बहुत ज़्यादा shortage है employees की. So is the same in your city also?
Yes, no, there is a lot of shortage right now in terms of employment. So after pandemic, बहुत सारे जो businesses are there reopening, and there is a shortage in right now finding an employee. So जो employers are, they are very much open. Even you'll probably see around in Edmonton there are a lot of signs where employer says you sign up and we'll give you a bonus on signing a
Yeah,
job, a
yeah.
full-time job, because there is so much scarcity. And again, in Alberta, जो है इस वक्त there is a lot of boom. So Alberta right now, if you go and look at economy of Canada, it has a highest GDP growth rate. So which mean in simple language, GDP growth rate is there a lot of new jobs are being created in Alberta. So Alberta's economy is booming right now.
So तो स्टूडेंट्स ये तो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है सो देर आर लॉट ऑफ इवन ज्वाइन करने के लिए आपको बोनस दिया जा रहा है जॉब को सो दैट्स नथिंग कभी पहले नहीं हुआ ऐसे बट आई हैव सीन माई सेल्फ ऑल्सो कि स्टूडेंट्स हैव लॉट ऑफ जॉब ऑफर्स इन देयर हैंड एंड अल्बर्टा वैसे ही ऑलवेज शॉर्टेज ऑन एम्प्लॉयज रहता है और इस टाइम पे जब री ओपनिंग हो रही है आफ्टर पैंडमिक दे आर नॉट एबल टू गेट एम्प्लॉयज सो एक तो सर वो भी है कि वर्क फ्रॉम होम बहुत लोगों को मिल गया है सो दे आर नॉट रेडी टू वर्क क्या कहते हैं राइट अवे ऑन द जॉब ऑल्सो ये भी एक रीजन हो सकता है मेरे को लगता है
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, क्योंकि there are a lot of I think industry which lost jobs, like especially the service sector, the and also the restaurant sector, because there was a lot of job cuts in pandemic. So बहुत सारे लोग जब when their restaurants are opening, a lot of Canadians don't want to go back. उनको अभी भी job security नहीं लग रही. लेकिन lot of students who are coming in, I think they are looking for that employment option. So I think that's a good opportunity, a very good window for international students who's coming up. So right now, I think a lot of the provinces, not only Alberta, are looking to attract workers, both domestic workers and of course international students who are coming. So there's a great opportunity for everyone.
तो सौरभ आप मेरे को थोड़ा सा अपने कॉलेज के बारे में बताएं इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट लोकेशन है 10
हाँ जी.
लाख लोगों की पॉपुलेशन है एडमिंटन में दैट मेक्स इट वेरी वेरी अट्रैक्टिव और सीट्स ही नहीं है जनवरी में भी हमारे पास कुछ ही प्रोग्राम ओपन है और मई इनटेक ओपन हो गया सो स्टूडेंट्स अगर आप अल्बर्टा जाना चाहते हैं और क्या कहते हैं अभी भी आप लेट हैं सो मेरे हिसाब से सौरभ अभी भी लेट हैं अगर आपके डॉक्यूमेंट्स रेडी हैं तो आप जल्द से जल्द ऑफर लेटर अप्लाई करें। बट इस टाइम पे सौरभ प्लस टू का रिजल्ट नहीं आया है, काफी
Mhm.
बच्चों ने आईलेट्स नहीं की है, सो कैन दे अप्लाई फॉर अ कंडीशनल ऑफर लेटर?
So in our case, they can only apply for conditional offer letter if they have an IELTS or a Duolingo score. So
ओके।
if they have a Duolingo or IELTS score and they have a letter from their school saying that they are going to graduate on a certain date from their high school, they can apply for conditional offer letter. वो apply कर सकते हैं. So if they don't have the IELTS, I think still they can give a Duolingo. We are accepting Duolingo, and they can apply based on that. And also the other good thing is if a student is from a CBSE and an ICSE board, and they have studied grade 10, 11, and 12 from CBSE or ICSE board, they can get admission without an IELTS.
Without IELTS also. So if
Yes,
you have studied from CBSE and ICSE board, then you can apply and you can get admission. But for visa purpose, you will need IELTS. So
yes, of
definitely,
course.
student उस चीज को. So are you accepting PTE, sir?
Yes, we are accepting PTE.
Hmm.
So our PTE score varies because for business programs, we are accepting PTE and we need a 54 overall PTE score. And for our health programs, community study programs, we also accept PTE. For that, we need overall 59 with no section below 56.
So 59 for health programs and for business program 54 students. So you can apply with PTE also. And अगर आपने IELTS नहीं की है, so अगर आप CBSE और ICSE बोर्ड से हैं तो without IELTS also. So what is the English requirement?
So the English requirement is we are not looking for any particular marks. They must have passed the English in grade 10, 11, and 12. So when I'm
So
saying pass, it means 50%.
yeah, so 50 marks are needed in English if you are required to apply for unconditional offer letter. So अगर last mark sheet pending है, then also you can apply for a conditional offer letter, students. So it's a great news. I think बहुत ही कम कॉलेज हैं जो ऐसे conditional offer letter दे रहे हैं. So अगर अभी भी आप interested है, so what are the programs which are open for January intake?
Yeah, so we have very popular programs. So a lot of our international students are applying for business program. So we still have seats available for business administration program for January 2023. We also have two one-year certificates in business accounting technician, administrative professional. So we have those three business programs open for winter 2023. In our health programs, we have healthcare leadership. So that's a post diploma program. So only students with degree and diploma in health science can apply because it's a post diploma. And then also in our community studies, we have two programs: community support worker, which is a 1 year program. Then we have mental health recovery practitioner. This is also a post diploma 1 year program. And then we have a 2 year diploma settlement studies. So that's another program that we have available. But for September 2022, all our programs are full. We have only seat available in only one program for September 2022, which is Food and Beverage Management Professional Certificate. But I think for September 2022, it's already too late because it's taking 12 months to get a visa. So I think it's pretty tight for September. I think it's advisable to apply for January. And we have also opened our application for May. So May के लिए भी application खुल गई है. And we have three main programs for May.
So what are those programs?
So we have a very popular programs, three program, all three are very popular. One is early learning and childcare diploma. It's a very, very popular program. So that is open for May 2023. Then business administration diploma program is also open for May 2023. And then healthcare aid. It's a 1 year certificate program, which is also called in personal support worker, you can call it, or it's a healthcare aid. So that program is also available for May 2023.
एंड सौरभ आपने हेल्थ केयर लीडरशिप की बात की, तो हेल्थ केयर लीडरशिप में बीएससी मेडिकल, बीएससी नर्सिंग और अगर कोई जीएनएम है वो भी अप्लाई कर सकता है, जीएनएम?
हाँ जी, कर सकता है क्योंकि अगर उसके पास डिप्लोमा, क्योंकि वो हेल्थ साइंस बैकग्राउंड से है, यस दे कैन डेफिनेटली अप्लाई.
प्लस टू
To,
मेडिकल वाला नहीं अप्लाई कर सकता?
नहीं,
दैट्स अ
प्लस टू,
पोस्ट
it's a
इट
post
हैज
diploma.
टू
हाँ
हैव अ
जी,
डिप्लोमा,
or a
जीएनएम
degree.
और अ डिग्री। सो इसके
Yes.
अलावा जैसे बीएससी वो फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट वाला अगर किया हुआ है मेडिकल के साथ तो वो कर सकता है?
हाँ जी, वो भी कर सकता है।
सो कोई भी मेडिकल फील्ड से रिलेटेड है या बीएससी जिसने मेडिकल किया हुआ है वो स्टूडेंट्स हेल्थ केयर लीडरशिप प्रोग्राम में अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। यू नीड टू बी ग्रेजुएट और यू नीड टू हैव अ 3 ईयर डिप्लोमा
Yes,
आफ्टर प्लस टू।
after plus two. Even a 2 year diploma will work, but yeah, 3 or 2 year diploma will work as well.
After plus two. So if
Yeah.
a student, there's a query coming in that if a student has 10 years experience and then he can apply.
Yeah, they can apply if they have 10 year experience, because we do not look at gaps. That if it's been 10 years, they have, didn't study for 10 years, they have work experience. Yes, they can apply for any of our programs. We don't look at gaps.
So अगर experience नहीं है तब भी apply कर सकते हैं?
हाँ, बिना एक्सपीरियंस के भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। कोई भी प्रोग्राम जो है पोस्ट डिप्लोमा, वी आर नॉट लुकिंग फॉर एनी काइंड ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस।
और अगर प्लस टू के बाद कितना एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए सर?
Plus two के बाद there is no experience required. So all our certificate and diploma programs, we are not looking for any kind of experience. So students after fresh graduates after plus two, they can apply for all our diploma programs. They can apply all for a certificate program. Same thing for post diploma, post baccalaureate. जो स्टूडेंट्स ग्रेजुएट हुए हैं, चाहे उन्होंने डिप्लोमा किया है, चाहे उन्होंने बैचलर्स की है, all these students, fresh students, can apply. The only program where we need a little bit experience is a social work diploma. In that, we need 100 hours of volunteer social work experience.
Okay, so social worker diploma में you need an experience for how many hours?
For 100 hours, 100.
100 आवर्स। ओके। हाँ जी, आपका नाम नहीं पढ़ सकता मैं, बट आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं बी कॉम इन 2014 एंड आपके पास 10 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है तो आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। बिजनेस डिप्लोमा में कर सकते हैं और 1 ईयर के सर्टिफिकेट प्रोग्राम्स हैं बिजनेस में, वो भी आप कर सकते हैं। एंड माय नेम इज गुरप्रीत सिंह सिद्धू। सो फाइल इज इन एम्बेसी, यू विल गेट योर रिजल्ट एज सून एज पॉसिबल। सो एक और है, जैसे स्टूडेंट ने प्लस टू की है 2019 में, देन
Mhm.
ऑल्सो यू कैन अप्लाई। एंड
Yes,
आपको बैंड अगर बात करें, अगर आप एसडीएस में अप्लाई करते हैं तो 6 ईच की रिक्वायरमेंट है। अगर आप पीटीई करते हैं तो बिजनेस प्रोग्राम में 54 और नॉन हेल्थ रिलेटेड प्रोग्राम्स में यू नीड 59।
right. And then we need in business, usually we also accept with IELTS 6 with no band less than 5.5. I know a lot of students apply with 6 all bands because they want to apply in SDS, but they can also get admission with 6 with no band less than 5.5 in
So
business
overall,
programs.
overall 6 bands, no band less than 5.5, you can apply. But I will suggest, as you know, Saurabh, ki
Yeah,
embassy is really tight these days. We've got visas at overall 6 band, but the percentage of those students getting visa is very, very less.
mhm.
So I will advise all the students to go for 6 each bands for better visa success rate. And if you're lucky enough, you can get a visa with your overall 6 band also. So what is your take? As I know that you are a licensed immigration advisor, Saurabh.
Yeah, no, I always recommend ISTS. I think it's an expedited visa process. I know it get processed in Edmonton. We have CPC in Edmonton, and a lot of these SDS files are processed in the Edmonton area. But yeah, I would recommend if you can get an IELTS 6, then it's always advisable to apply through SDS. If for some reason you could not get 6 in all band, then yes, you can apply with 6 and no band less than 5.5. I'm also seeing that, yes, in the general category, the visa success rate is little bit, yes, little bit less as compared to the SDS stream. I'm also observing that, yes, especially from India, not
So
from,
general IELTS is acceptable, Saurabh.
no, it's only academic IELTS we are accepting right now. We are not accepting general IELTS.
So student, you can take a general IELTS. You can use it for getting a visa as embassy is accepting. But you can apply on Duolingo. Duolingo is a quick test, and you can apply on Duolingo. If you've done your general IELTS, then you can apply for Duolingo and get a visa, get an offer letter from Norquest, and apply for visa on your general IELTS in the embassy. So that will I will advise. So what is we can talk about immigration as you are licensed immigration advisor. So sort of when student pass out from your college, suppose he does a 2 year business diploma, let's take example कि कोई
Mhm.
बच्चा आपके साथ 2 साल का डिप्लोमा करता है, तो what is the future of his settlement in Alberta province?
Yeah, no, that's a very good question. So Alberta has recently launched a new provincial nominee program. They have renamed it. So it's called Alberta Advantage Immigration Program. So when anyone can Google, so what we have four main streams under it. So there is very popular stream which is called Alberta Opportunity Stream. So
Okay.
Alberta Opportunity Stream के अंदर ये है कि if any student does any 2 year diploma, any kind of 2 year diploma. So if for example they do a business diploma and all they need is a 6 months experience in their own field of study, and they must have a job offer, and they need an IELTS score of 5 band, in general IELTS 5. So if someone has studied 2 year diploma, 6 months experience, a job letter, and IELTS 5, yes, they can apply for the Alberta Opportunity Stream. And in our business program, we also have an option where students can apply for paid internship. So if they are able to secure a 4 months paid internship in business program, that 4 months paid internship is also counted towards 6 months. So then if they get that 4 months paid internship, they only need 2 months of experience after they graduate, and then they can apply for immigration. So again, for diploma students, it is a very, I would say, streamlined. You just need 6 months experience in field of study, and you need to have a job offer. And in Alberta, I think it's a little bit easier because there is no employers. You can get an offer letter from any employer. So there are not any employers which are recognized by immigration. So if you have an open job offer letter from any employer in Alberta, you can qualify under Alberta Opportunity Stream. So pretty much a lot of the students who are coming after high school, who are doing a 2 year diploma in Alberta, they have a very fair chance of getting immigration, which somehow I would say, again, I don't want to compare, but still, to be honest, it's a little bit difficult in Ontario and British Columbia. If a fresh high school student go and they do a 2 year diploma, and they need a 1 or 2 years experience at least to be competitive to get immigration, whereas in Alberta they qualify with only 6 months experience.
तो सर वो
And
नॉक कोड वाला सुपर बी लेवल चाहिए नॉक कोड?
no, so
नहीं.
in Alberta Opportunity Stream you could be knock O, A, B, C, or D, as long as it's related to your job or your field of study. Now, in business program, yes, I would say it usually falls under knock B, most of the occupations. But there are some programs we have a 2 year diploma. Like for example, somebody does a justice program, and in a justice program they find a job as a security guard, which kind of is a link with it, and then that's a knock C job. So
Yeah.
students can still make a case and say, well, this is related to my field of study. It's a knock C. I have got a 6 months experience. They can apply because in Alberta Opportunity Stream, they don't look at knock. Um,
That is amazing. Huh? This is something new, launched, very new.
No, this always been like that because in Alberta Opportunity Stream they never looked at knock, and they also don't look at points. So there are no point system. So it's a pass and a fail. So you basically have six criteria, six, seven criteria you have to meet. As I mentioned to you, they must have done a 2 year diploma, 1 year post diploma, or a 1 year post baccalaureate from Alberta. They must have a post graduation work permit. They have 6 months experience. They have a job letter, and they have IELTS 5. Yeah, that's pretty much. And there are few professions like nursing, they need a little bit higher IELTS, but most of the professions they need IELTS 5, and they don't look at knock. And now there's another program which is called Alberta Express Entry. So, for example, a student applies through Express Entry, and an express entry, as you know, it's a 1200 point system. And students are picked if they mention that they want to settle in Alberta, they have 1 year experience in Alberta, because you need 1 year experience to qualify under Canadian experience class. And even if a student has as low as 300 points, as long as their field of study is in demand, they can be picked, if even if they have a score of 310, 320, 330 in Alberta. Now there are some professions which right now are listed by the Alberta government, which are in very high demand. So there is one I'll just mention quickly. One is human resource professional. It has been listed. So what we are seeing now, a trend that a lot of students are applying for a business administration diploma with human resource specialization, because that leads to that kind of job. So there are a lot of students, because there's a huge demand in human resource professional, and also computer related professions also there's a huge demand. And within the Alberta Express entry, if a student is able to find a job as a human resource professional, a computer professional, they're expediting their immigration process.
और
And
मैंने
Mhm.
एक चीज़ और, जैसे 6 महीने का उसका एक्सपीरियंस है, दे पुट अप देयर फाइल एंड इन हाउ व्हाट इज़ द टर्न अराउंड टाइम फॉर गेटिंग सिलेक्टेड एंड गेटिंग
it
पिक्ड?
it takes time. So I think that's the issue. So it takes roughly 6 months to get a nomination, but after that, in the federal process, it takes 1 year sometime. So it takes some time, maybe 18 months. So I think sometime express entry is a faster process if you're selected through it. But because the whole process, because it's a two-step process, you need to get nomination from the province, and then the federal government processes your other part of the application. So it takes longer sometime. You get qualified earlier, but the processing time is longer in the provincial nominee.
So processing time is long in PNP, and but in express entry it is better to apply.
Yeah, if they qualify, because it takes longer to qualify in express entry, because it's a point based system, and sometimes you don't have enough points to qualify. So I would say usually in immigration you can apply for two programs. You can apply for Alberta opportunity stream, and if you qualify for express entry, you can apply for express entry. So you can have two application for immigration, and wherever you are qualified and you get the invitation first, you can go there. You're not confined to apply only for one program. You can apply from multiple program at the same time. And also there's one more stream I just would like to mention. It's called Rural Renewal Stream. So Alberta is coming with the name of the smaller cities. If a student is able to find a job in those cities, smaller cities, they also will have an expedited immigration program. So very similar to the I think the federal government launched the rural northern programs. So it's very similar to that. So it's more like if you find a job in a smaller community. So but the Alberta government has not announced those cities. So I think those are the other program that I think we are looking forward in Alberta, which those cities are going to be. And you don't have to study in that city. You have to just find a job in that city.
Okay. So that is great. I think so. In Ontario, when they go and they are not able to find a job sometimes, and they have to follow the knock code also in Ontario, and then they shift from Ontario after studying also to other provinces. I think so. I've seen a lot of students shifting to Atlantic, shifting to Saskatchewan, shifting to Manitoba, due to that job offers, बिकॉज इज लॉट ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, बहुत बच्चे सारे ओंटारियो जाते हैं, तो
हाँ
वो
जी.
बहुत ज़्यादा क्या कहते हैं, कंपटीशन इज रियली रियली हाई, एंड सब जीटीए जाना पसंद कर रहे हैं, तो आजकल कंपटीशन वहाँ बहुत बड़ा हुआ है. सो व्हाट
Yeah.
इज योर टेक ऑन दैट? व्हाट इज योर?
Yeah, no, I would say yes. GTA is I'll not say it's it's a bad destination. It's a good destination. It's a big city, but yes, it's overcrowded. You're right. I think it's getting a little bit saturated in terms, and also Toronto and Vancouver. Those cities are very expensive also. So the cost of living is very high. It's very highly competitive. And you're right, from immigration purposes, in Ontario and BC, it's a little bit more competitive. And right now in Alberta is also populated, and again we also have big cities here. So I think in that terms, the competition is a little bit less, and the cost of living, as I mentioned early on, is less. So there are a lot of benefits to come to Alberta, because Alberta is considered one of the most affordable province in Canada. So that's one of the attractiveness of Alberta. But I know sometimes students go where they have family connections. and because they're looking for that support early on when they're settling in Canada. But I think, yeah, you're right. Students should be more strategic. They should be thinking long term rather than just short term.
Yeah. So students, if you are looking for a long-term strategy, I think so you should look into applying into Alberta as explained very well by Saurabh, the immigration process. I have also come to know about few new things today, and I think it's really really nice. So sir, fees kitni college ki?
Yeah, so the fees varies from program to program. So हमारी जो fees है, it's roughly again, and the fees I'm telling you, it includes health insurance, dental insurance, bus pass, all miscellaneous fee. So it varies between 16,000 to 22,000 per year. So our most expensive program is nursing, of course. That's around 22,000, and then our business programs are between 18 to 19,000. Some programs are 17,000, some are 16,000. So it varies between that range, between 16 to 22,000 per year, and this is all inclusive price, including health insurance, dental insurance, bus pass.
Okay, so they get a free bus pass and their health insurance is also included. So what
Yeah.
is the accommodation scene?
So accommodation, we do not have a student residence because we have a downtown campus. But Edmonton, as I mentioned before, it's a very affordable city. So most of the students live in apartments. So apartments are affordable. Like in a downtown Edmonton, if a student is looking for a fully furnished apartment, they can find between $800 to $850 per month, like a fully furnished apartment. If they want to live by themselves, it will not cost them more than 850. And but if most of the students we have seen, they live in shared accommodation, so they try to share it with other students, so they can get an apartment, and we can assist them. So when a student is coming to us, they can connect with us. We can guide them where to go, where to look for those apartment accommodation. But most of our students are living in apartments, in rental properties.
Okay. So apartment is like 850 and how many like two three people can share it?
Yeah, two people, I would say. Yeah, because it's a one bedroom apartment. And again, a two-bedroom apartment is roughly around 1,000 to 1,200. So again, it varies how many, but yeah, it's recommended only two people live in a one bedroom. And then in a two bedroom, yeah, three people can live in it. So it's, I would say roughly, you can say 450 to 500 per month if you're sharing with someone.
Okay. So the fees varies from $16,000 to $22,000 and the most expensive one nursing program है जैसे ही आपने बताया. So nursing की seats are September intake में ही होती है सिर्फ.
We have September intake, we have winter intake.
हम्म.
लेकिन दोनों intakes में वो program बहुत जल्दी fill हो जाता है because it's a very high demand program. और हम एक new program भी launch कर रहे हैं अभी. Most likely we are going to launch it for winter 2023. That
हम्म.
program is going to be called Practical Nursing for Internationally Educated Nurses. So जिस students ने India में Bachelors of Nursing की हुई है, and all they need is six in all bands, and they can apply and they can do that program and they can become a licensed practical nurse here. All they need is a bachelor of nursing and six in all bands to get into that program. But again, that program is not open yet. It's still under review by the nursing council, so we will announce it once that program is opening up.
Sure. So which intakes you're looking at next
So
September?
So we are looking at winter 2023. So we are hoping that it will be approved by the mid July, and then we will open up the application for that program. We may be also opening machine learning analyst diploma. So that's also a very popular program if someone wants to study artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science. So that program we are looking to open for winter 2023. We are still discussing, but we may announce it very soon.
Okay. So Edmonton is affordable, as Saurabh told us. It's a very affordable city. It is a big city, and admission is hard to get. You know, all the students need to apply as soon as possible. So, what is the turnaround time for offer letter, Saurabh?
Yes. So again, we are not very quick. I'll be honest. It does take 3 to 4 weeks. Currently, it's taking 3 weeks. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks, but I want to set an expectation of 3 to 4 weeks, that much. But we are trying to looking to improve our processing time. That is something we are closely looking, because I know students want to apply to a college which process the offer letter faster. So that is something we are going to pay attention in the future. But right now, our current processing time is 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks. And how much deposit student has to pay? He has to pay full fees.
No. So in our case, we only need $1,000 deposit, and that's it. Now, technically, student only pay $1,000, and the rest they pay when they land in Canada. But I know that's not possible and not recommended from a visa point of view. So what
Yeah.
we've seen, student usually pay 1 year fees before they apply for their visa.
So student can pay $1,000 and reserve their seat. Sometimes वो पैसे इकट्ठे नहीं होते बच्चों के पास, तो $1,000 दे के वो रिजर्व कर लें अपनी सीट,
हाँ
और
जी,
फिर 10-15 दिन बाद अगर जब उनके पास पैसे इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं तो दे कैन
exactly.
पे देयर फुल फीस इफ दे आर अप्लाइंग अंडर एसडीएस कैटेगरी.
Yeah,
सो अगर आप
exactly.
नॉन एसडीएस में भी करते हैं तो मैं रिकमेंड नहीं करता हूँ बच्चों को पार्ट पेमेंट के लिए, बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स कैन गेट रिफ्यूजल ऑन द फाइनेंशियल बेसिस ऑल्सो, तो वो भी एक रीजन है. तो सो राइट नाउ द टर्न अराउंड टाइम फ्रॉम द एम्बेसी इज रियली रियली हाई. मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम ले रही है एम्बेसी, मिनिमम 3 महीने तो लग ही रहे हैं हर बच्चे को. और कुछ लकी स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनको जल्दी रिजल्ट मिलता है, बट ज़्यादातर 3 महीने से कईयों को ज़्यादा लग रहे हैं, कईयों को कम लग रहे हैं. एंड सर वो डेफर वाला पार्ट आई नो दैट इज टफ, यू आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट डेफर पॉलिसी जिनका रिजल्ट नहीं आता, सो वील डिस्कस मे बी नेक्स्ट टाइम.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
और कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन सर आप देना चाहते हैं, बिकॉज आज हमने काफी इम्पोर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन डिस्कस की है आज के शो में.
Yeah, I think the main thing, again, I'll probably sum it up, is I think, again, it is easy to get admission in Norquest, but you have to apply early on. So I would recommend you apply now. So for winter, apply now. For May, apply now. And that's what I would recommend. And again, you can get your, and we do first come, first serve. Who applies first gets the offer letter first. And that's the philosophy we follow in terms of the application process. So the key, if you want to get into Norquest in Edmonton, is to apply early on. So that's very important. And also, I think one thing I like to mention is that our programs are very applied programs. So we have a lot of practicums and applied learning. So that's also another piece that we heavily focus in our delivery of our programs. And also now, as you probably all know, that everything is going to go in person. So we are now pretty much offering all our programs in person. So there is no online component. So students have to be in campus on September, and we are fully operational. We are working from campus now.
ओके, सो सारे प्रोग्राम्स ही ऑफलाइन होने वाले हैं स्टूडेंट्स अभी सितंबर इनटेक से, बिकॉज वैसे ही ऑनलाइन वाली वो जो स्टडी परमिट वाली थी वो हट गई है. वैसे ही इसके बाद पता नहीं एक्सटेंड करती है कि नहीं करती है, अभी तक कोई इसके ऊपर अपडेट नहीं है. सो यस ग्रीष्मा, वी हैव सम प्रोग्राम्स अवेलेबल फॉर सितंबर, यू कैन अप्लाई. सो जो भी स्टूडेंट्स की कोई क्वेरी है दे कैन कॉन्टैक्ट मी एट 9041390412 and I will see to those queries. And if you want to meet me, you can visit our Mohali office, and we have offices across Punjab and in Gujarat also. So thank you so much सौरभ, आपने टाइम निकाला, और आई नो कि वहाँ पे इस टाइम रात है, वो तो और भी इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आप इतनी रात को हमारे साथ सेशन कर रहे हैं. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jasmeet. Thank you for the opportunity. Okay,
So
bye.
thank you, students. Yeah.